All glories to Amrita and Dhanvantari, the supreme divine healers. I just wanted to ramble a little bit more about how low class even so called spiritual leaders are nowadays. So I want to tell just two little examples that I was recently reminded of from my own insignificant life. Uh, Many years ago, while I was in a long term relationship, my then partner went for a spiritual retreat in a spiritual center. And while there, the leader, female leader of that spiritual center community, noticed that my wife had some blue spots or black spots, I don't know how you say in English, on her legs, and she immediately assumed that, oh, I'm so sorry that your husband is beating you, la la la, and basically projecting her own ideas on me in this case, which is like a huge fault, fallacy, error in life in general, to assume, um, to judge, to make assumptions, which, and in this case, are even offensive. Um, so in this case, it was no surprise from what I already knew about her, which just confirmed to me the low level character that person has. Then you have the so-called spiritual groups online with their respective influencers and leaders. And so there was a case where I was suddenly not able to write anymore in one of those groups. And then I contacted the admin of that group and I asked if I was blocked. And he said yes. And I said, why? So I was not warned. I was not told why I was blocked. Then I asked, and the person said, yeah, there was a complaint from a member. I said, well, what complaint? I have no idea. I guess it must have been confusion. And so I said, that's quite unprecedented, to block someone without even consulting them, without hearing them, without warning them, and without telling them. And just on some assumption, maybe it wasn't even about me, I guess, because I have no idea that I, how to say, disturbed anyone. And if so, I should have been informed, warned, or some negotiations could have been, this is like in worldly law, you're assumed innocent until proven guilty. But in the spiritual groups, it's enough that someone says something, maybe even not about me, maybe about someone else, and you are blocked. So, and I mean, there are countless examples. I mean, I could like talk for days about what people say to each other, what they assume, what they, how to say, call each other online, all so-called spiritual people, right? So there was just two examples. And yeah, so guys, you need to get your shit together, um, because This is all offensive behavior that God doesn't like. You need to, how to say, clean up your shadows, make peace with your parts, and not run around projecting and breaking divine spiritual laws. That will just, not get you anywhere, but into fantasy land. Okay, take care. All glories to Amrita and Dhanvantari. May the Om love be with you until the next.